What's happening, gang? Welcome to another episode of CheleoPower, the real hustle for investing, especially if you're a beginner like most of us are here in this group. Crazy week we had. A lot of things, a lot of the picks that we had went down, and again, that created a lot of opportunities for new stuff forming. So I'm going to jump right in, not going to milk it. One of my favorites coming in for this week is MSCI. MSCI, guys. It was called out before. It broke out of the pivot point. And as you can see, now it's going back to old resistance, new support. You know the saying. So keep that in mind. Next one, Corning Cable Systems, GLW. It's coiling like a champ. As you can see, usually those coils, they tend to pop towards the strength of the chart. So if you have an ascending trend, it usually pop up. But the beauty of this, guys, is that you don't have to, it's a low risk. You can pick it up over here. If it breaks a couple of percent, you get the heck out, right? I see support at 33. So you pick it up here. If it goes down below 33, you're out. But your odds here, remember, this is a reference. Your odds here are very good because this coiling is so tight that it will most likely pop to the upside. So a lot of you ask me, what time do I get in? When do I get in? It depends. Low risk. Look, it's riding this sucker. Look, nice flag. Again, I have a mental stop loss or a stop loss if I'm playing regular stock. If it goes below certain points, I see 33. Another one. So it depends on your risk management and your risk tolerance. So keep it on check. Already 2 minutes. God damn it! How can people do 5 minutes? Either I talk too much or I don't know how to manage my time. Anyways, XYL. A lot of stuff going on. As you can see, we have a golden cross here. Look it up, guys. Investopedia is our best friend. Golden cross is when a little SMA crosses a big guy. So in my case, 50 is crossing 200. That is a bullish indicator connected with volumes, what we call the pocket pivots. Pocket pivot volume is, I think I explained it in previous videos. You count 10 times. So 1, 2, 3, 10 days, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the latest volume was higher. So those are the pocket pivot. And it's explained in the books that we recommended here. So check it out. Golden cross, price target being 90, outperform. And it's breaking resistance. As you can see, breaking resistance. Try to break resistance. Failed. Continue the channel. Strong support. Broke resistance. No. Back down to channel. And now boom. It's going up. And the beauty of all, it's going up with a lot of volume. So keep it close, guys. Keep it close. Next one I have is VMW. It's been called out in the chat. Shout out to my man Blink 2.0. He called it out originally. Everybody paid attention. This sucker is coiling like no other. As you can see, it's playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks. That's what we call 5-week tides, meaning there is a certain percentage that it goes up and down, and it's doing it for 5 weeks. If you can see here, it's putting a doji of the trying to go back to the 10 SMA. So again, here you can see how it's riding the 10 SMA. It went below the 10 SMA. Now it's trying to push back again, but this is consolidation. This is a nice consolidation, guys. So keep an eye on all of this. Stop loss would be right here, below that low of the week. Okay, so keep it close. Keep it close. Again, remember, guys, don't let the homework overwhelm you. There are a lot of opportunities. This is a good reference for us. Set your alerts or get in depending on the risk. Set your stop loss. And, remember, this is reference. These are strong stocks that where our odds are very good in terms that we have a lot of probabilities to win than to lose. But again, you know how the market is. And again, this is me talking. That's why the time runs out on me. Anyways, PTCT. I'm trying to be quick this time, guys. PTCT, originally called by my man and partner in crime, Rick. Great call. He called it out. When it broke around here. It was called out in the chat. And boom. Whoever got in on the call made a nice pretty penny. All right. So, but again, now you can see that this is a buy point. Price target 53. It has FDA news and all fluff and all that stuff. So my expectation is that this guy is going to pop. Monday, it'll probably dip a little bit. Worst case scenario, I say it'll go back to buy point here, or pivot point, and then it'll catapult on the upside. It has way too many things going on for it, so I like. Remember, we are swing traders. I am a swing trader. I can't be a day trader. I would love to, but I can't. So I position myself. I try to pick stuff that the odds are better for me, and we can ride it 1, 2, 3 weeks and make a nice pretty penny. These guys apply for options and for shares. I do both, and a lot of us do both. So keep that in mind. EVH. This guy has been great to us. I made some money on the last pop. Sold it, but I'm looking at it again. Look at this point. This is a W pattern, textbook W. Read the book that we are, O'Neill, Minervini, they explain it. They're the masters, and they explain it very well. So pivot point or buy point, you can see that it tried, it coiled, boom, it went. Then kind of people taking profit, whatever the reason, and I see this bouncing of all resistance becomes new support. So bouncing from this point and going. Remember, I'm riding. I'm in it for 2-3 weeks. Who cares? If it doesn't violate any of my stop losses, I'll ride those suckers. And again, I'm putting a stop loss here. As you can see, there's a symbol below this support here. So I have my stop loss. If I get in here, depending what it is, if it's share, I'll definitely write it up to this point. If it's option, hey, it's your choice. I don't like to lose more than 40-50% of my options. So I cut them loose. Another one, old friend I. As you can see, it is trading a channel. Expected to go up. All right. Bouncing of the 10 SMA and Catalyst. They have a presentation going on Friday. So I'm liking it. That's money right there. QTWO, EPS and sales beat, guys. This guy is also breaking resistance on nice volume. Look at that. That's what we call pocket pivot. Remember the pocket pivots on the volume side? Pocket pivots again, or if you have a nice pop over the average, this purple here is the average volume throughout the day. So it popped, look at that. That's almost half of the average. If you count 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 days. So the last pop, or here and here, are higher than 10 days counting to the left. So that's what we call pocket pivots on the volume. As you can see, this is, what the heck is that? As you can see, this is already breaking resistance, multi-day resistance. 1, 2, 3, 4. It tried to break, reject it. Try to break, reject it. But every time it rejects, if you notice, it's coiling. It's less. One higher lows. It puts higher lows, right? So that's what we call the coiling pattern. Whoop. Here, it went all the way. So it's already across that resistance. And again, the beauty of it, it broke that resistance on pocket pivot volumes. That's great. That's great. That means toots are coming in. People with big money are noticing. But who cares if they're doing that? I'm also having a stop loss. Stop loss on my coil. So if it goes below this point, I am the heck out. All right, I keep it around or send them out with a list. All right, ZGNX, writing of the 10. This is not one of my favorites, but I'll definitely keep it close because it's been way beaten down, 8 weeks down if you notice. So 8 weeks down, and now it's going back to old resistance. 1, 2, 3. So you know what, I like this, and the price target is 116. Volume shrinking, so sellers are running out when volume is shrinking. They have positive stuff going on, so phase 2 offering, they already did offering, and that's the reason why it popped on good news. They took the opportunity, and let me do the offering now that is high, and that's why it's taking a beating. So right now, as you can see, it's like the volume is shrinking. That means the leakage is it's running out, and too many good things happening. So I actually like it. I take back what I said in the beginning. All right. XERS IPO. I usually don't trade IPOs other than Sonos. Sonos is one of my favorite sound systems and companies as a consumer, so we made some money there. But not Sonos, but this guy performing well, came out of a W pattern. As you can see now, it's the first buy point, it's becoming a flag. So first buy point here, you should have bought here, but again it went down. Now it's coiling. And remember what I said on the coiling, usually it tends, again not always, but it tends to break towards the strength of the trend. All right, but it's low risk because you get in, let's say you get in here, and if it breaks the trend down, it's very close to your buy point. So that's why it's a very low risk, guys. I like this guy. There's a lot of opportunities for me, and I'm already at 15 minutes. How? My God. PANW, Palo Alto. We made a killing. We nailed this every time. Price target 250. Coiling, ascending triangle. It broke, right? It broke to the upside. Now, boom, back to support. New support. Old resistance, new support. Price target 270, 275, even 280s by the analyst. So keep it in mind. And look at that volume too. Very nice volume. That's 2.5 times around the actually that's 3 times the average volume. God damn it. So keep it up, keep it up. All right, pocket pivot here, SONC. She was back to the buy point, but then popped again. Price target 42, paying dividends, and again pocket pivots. It's all about pocket pivots and volume. Chef, we made money here. We made a killing here the other day. This week it's been consolidating until it finally popped. Remember the 5-week tight? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then now after, boom, it went. And look, it's flirting with the 10 SMA. 10 SMA, right? Also, look at that. Look at that volume. That's craziness. That volume is craziness. EPS and sales beat. Volume is key here, so you know what to do. Match.com, MTCH. Very nice flag. Pivot point. Look at the volume. Breaking flag. And now it's, again, very close to the other buy point. So the first buy point here. Actually here, but I think that was a gap. First buy point, second buy point. Remember the coil. 17 minutes, man. I won't be able to do this. Come on. VSTM. I really like this coming in the next week and or so. Very nice ascending triangle. Pocket pivots being formed. Again, we made good money on this. Look at it, how it's kind of coiling. Every time it's getting tighter until it popped. Boom, it popped to this side. Then it's going back to this buy point. You see? And that's where you pick it up. I'll pick it up right now on any dip, any Monday, Tuesday dip. Pick it up. Have your stop loss. Again, if it breaks this yellow line, this is your stop loss. If if you want to be tight. If you have regular shares, let her run. Let her do her thing. It looks like it's going. Etsy, a beauty. Again, back to old resistance. SRPT, I think this is the last one. Thank God. Too many, guys. But that's great. So SRPT getting tighter by the minute. There is the price target is, it's crazy, 172 to 180 plus. Everybody and their mothers is now raising their price target. As you can see here, guys, if you made it this long with me, big shout out to Mighty Preacher. He was originally calling this guy out, and I think he made some money. But now I'm all over. So I'm all over it. As you can see, it is rejected the resistance. Then it's riding this uptrend. And again, I repeat, you know what happens when they're coiling? Usually they pop towards the same direction that the trend is going. So keep that in mind. Anyways, that being said, guys, good luck. Stay green. I feel that there is a lot of opportunities coming up for this week. I mean, if Trump doesn't tweet or anything, but I guess at this point people are not paying that much attention, but he does mess up with the markets. Nothing. Subscribe, hit a like if you like it. Hit a like button, subscribe, spread the love, and peace out.